Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Cancel Joe Nami with special guest Nate Borgman.
Yeah. Hello. Hello, hello, cancelers. Namiites.
Nate has the special credentials of being from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Can you move this
Laconia.
pole? There's a pole in front of your face. Just tilt that. Yeah, we have low production value here. Yeah, that's great.
I was gonna.
Now I can see you.
And then I started holding the mic. Okay. Are we back on track? Are people still listening? Do you have a generous listener like that can power through a stumble?
Oh yeah. We've got all of our listeners are on Ritalin.
Oh, good. So they focus.
Yeah, they're on. They have high doses.
I smoked a little weed before I got over here.
Oh,
so
you did? Oh, that
maybe
was...
I hope I'm not dull.
That was a little unprofessional. Yeah.
I got a little vaporizer thing. It's
okay,
nice.
all right,
Yeah.
nice. We got to...
I'm smoking weed again because my girlfriend is pregnant. So. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay, all right. Your girlfriend got pregnant.
Yeah.
And so
I earned the right to smoke marijuana.
Yeah, I heard that my quote-unquote brother-in-law, and I say that only because we're not married and her father doesn't approve of the marriage, but he was, ideally, brother-in-law, he couldn't get pregnant.
Right.
Well, his, female counterpart couldn't get pregnant. And but he stopped smoking weed, and then now they have a baby.
Yeah, it's exciting. Hopefully that's what happens with us,
Yeah, hopefully.
It's still way too early for me to even be talking about it, but I thought it,
Did she take a pregnancy test?
Yeah, we'll see. Tentatively pregnant. These things.
I get it.
You still got to cross your fingers.
I get it. You're afraid because of miscarriages.
It's not 10 for 10. You know what
I
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, your seed isn't always swimming in the right.
I may have to take another pot break.
You got your sperm is like stuck in a whirlpool.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
I got
thank
stoned
you.
sperm.
Stone sperm.
Yeah, they're trying to like a rat
That's
in a
fun.
maze,
Oh, yeah.
Kind of makes me uncomfortable to compare my sperm to a rat, but
hey, man, there's
just
no
trying to
there's
find
no
the-
shame in
find the egg in
fucking
the
a rat.
vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? There was something in the news that I wanted to talk about. There was two things. Okay, there's three interesting things.
Uh-huh.
One, the first story is Brittney Griner was released from Russia.
Yeah.
She's if you don't know, she's the WNBA basketball player. Of which I have not seen any of her games, but I'm told she's very good.
You haven't watched any clips?
No,
Neither
have you?
No, absolutely not.
I'm
no.
told that she plays like a man, which is
A
good.
compliment? Is that an attempt at a compliment? She's good enough to be in the NBA. Man.
She's good. You
Hey,
know what?
bro.
I bet if you put her in the NBA, she'd do fine.
This would be a great time for me to know the worst NBA team right now, so I
Yeah.
could joke that she would be qualified for it. But I don't know who's the worst. The Knicks. Let's say the Knicks.
The Knicks.
She could play on the Knicks. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Could they do any worse?
The Knicks the name comes from Knickerbocker, right?
Yeah. Washington Irving. Yeah.
Which is what, shorts?
That's a good question. I have
Pair
no
of
idea.
shorts?
I just know it's like early rich people.
Early rich
For
people.
America.
Yeah.
The rich whites who are like...
Nobody uses Knickerbocker anymore.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very
Unless
outdated
you
term.
know rich old people. I don't know. The New York Athletic Club is on land that started being leased from this family in like 1918.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been leased to this one family for like 100 years. There's just a bunch of weird shit in Manhattan. I don't know. That's my conspiracy. You like UFOs. I like old money.
Old money.
Yeah.
I like when people, actually it's interesting. My father-in-law is what you might refer to as new money.
Oh, nice.
He came new from Eastern Europe or wherever the fuck
Fresh.
he's from, some stupid country.
One of them. Where they all cluster together and you can't really tell which one is which,
Well, the country is Hungary, but it was Austro-Hungary Empire, and then before that, there were some fucking Prussian dudes in the Crimean War.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a shit show. I refuse to recognize any sovereignty of any of these countries.
The Balkans
To
or
me,
whatever.
they're just all Eastern Europe.
Yeah, right. Let's
Yeah.
go further than Germany.
Yeah, Germany's the last one.
So what's going on with Brittney Griner? She got back and
Well, real quick, what I was saying about the father-in-law, though, he grew up dirt poor. Like, in his house, their floor was dirt. I'm not kidding you. And then he moved to this country, and he made a business, and it was successful. And so now this is what you'd call new money.
Yeah.
But old money is refined. It's where, the wealth has been in your family for generations because your grandfather, the great Kennedy, sold opium.
Yeah.
The Kennedy, he ran bootleg alcohol.
Yeah.
But one of the American dynasty families I was watching sold opium. He was involved in the
Nice.
opium trade.
I don't know, maybe Astor.
Like,
I don't know.
the Kennedys, the Jeffersons, all the Bushes, the Bushes, they're into obviously oil.
George Bush 1. I don't remember his name.
Represent
His
George Bush
father.
won.
His father. So George W.'s grandfather worked for Arbusto, and they apparently did some contract work with the Nazis.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah. Same thing with the Koch brothers. They used to,
Oh, IBM sold the typewriters to the Nazis that counted the Jews, for God's sakes.
That was the data collection.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, data has no bias. Algorithms have no bias.
Yeah,
Tell that to the Holocaust.
Tell that to the Holocaust. My dad loves to say, my dad is very uninformed. He goes, well, we don't really know how many Jews died. It could be 6 million. It could be 9 million. It could be none.
So he always, oh, really? That's how it
Yeah. Yeah, my dad likes to just play with the numbers a little because he's I don't know, he's Middle Eastern and he's got something, the Middle East, they've got something against the Jews. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's just not going away, huh?
I think it's because he's like hardcore, like Orthodox Christian.
Yeah.
And the Jews are always throwing around this term that they're the chosen people.
Oh.
And that rubs a lot of Middle Easterns the wrong way.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah. But, old money, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of it out there.
Oh, real quick, before I forget, and we will get back to Brittney Griner, but George Bush 1, W's father, he was the head director before he became president. He was the head director of the CIA.
Goddamn right.
And he knows all the shit about UFOs.
Oh, yeah?
Knows all the shit.
Oh, okay. Did he take a ride on one, or how intimate?
From what I understand, so basically President Clinton was not allowed to know about UFOs. And most presidents aren't allowed to know because they are the public-facing representative of the executive branch of the government. They could accidentally spill or blab something, right?
Okay.
So the presidents are only allowed on a need-to-know basis.
Okay.
So who actually knows? It's the head of the CIA.
Okay.
Everyone else, pretty much underneath him, the knowledge is compartmentalized.
Her right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's,
Jesus, what is this
her
country
story.
coming to?
Yeah, and something
Yeah.
like 5 out of 5 defense contract CEOs are women now, too.
Lockheed Martin, baby.
A lot of progress.
Lockheed Martin,
That's why we're not at war right now, is because women are in charge of the defense industry.
Hell yeah.
It's like a softer touch, you know?
I like that.
I'm just bullshitting.
No, I kind of, during one of the last financial crisis, I believe it was Iceland, all of Iceland's major banks and financial firms were controlled by women, except for one. No. The only one that survived Iceland's financial crisis was the financial firms that were run by women, and it's because women traded and made investments far less. They took less risks.
Didn't need to prove that they were packing.
Yeah, exactly. But all the male-dominated financial firms in Iceland failed. Yeah, exactly. And I think it just goes to show that, like, men in finance, we love to take risks. Like,
Oh, yeah.
finance is like a casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I got margin called this past week.
Oh, Jesus. I got margin called by Robinhood back in the day. They lent me like $200 in credit, and I ran it up somehow to $2,000
Oh, yeah.
in margin call.
Oh, yeah, they'll let you do that. If you buy it and then it starts going up, they'll
Yeah.
let you borrow more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that must have been what happened.
Something happened, and they keep emailing me that I owe them thousands, but I just, it's not real to me. Money that I
It's barely
owe.
real to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The money that's in my bank account is real. The money that I owe, I've decided is not real.
That's, you're a sovereign citizen.
Yeah.
That's the conspiracy theory you choose to believe.
Yeah, I've created my own reality.
It's
my
like the
social
end of
reality.
Fight Club when all the banks get burned down.
Oh, God. Mwah.
Yeah, and you got your
It's like-
Tyler Durden tank top on
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
You're
I got a
dirdening
tank top.
really hard right now.
Tyler Durden used to be my hero when I was 16.
Oh, I totally get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you know who you are if you've never been in a fight?
Yeah. But anything else you want to say about old money before we go back to Brittney Griner?
Oh, well, a lot of it's hidden, and they own state. Like, if you wonder why Buffalo is getting, like, a new football stadium, it's because...
I did not know this.
Yeah, Buffalo
Jesus.
is getting a new football stadium.
They should be putting more money into their Wild Wings.
I agree. But they're getting $900 million, and
Jesus, from the city?
Well, from the citizens of New York or the taxpayer. Basically,
Wow.
it's taxpayer kind of guaranteed bonds.
Good.
But if you buy those bonds, like if you live in New York State
Yeah.
and you buy New York State municipal bonds, which are the type of bonds that build a stadium, then you don't have to pay any taxes on the interest you earn from those bonds.
Damn.
Like if you live in the state. So if you're owed money, that's just how you live. You're like, yeah, I don't fucking pay
Yeah.
taxes.
Right, because if
That's,
you die and you pass your inheritance on,
Yeah.
I think there is a death tax, but it's...
There was, but now it's like you just get around it. There's perpetual dynasty trusts now.
Nice.
Yeah, where you just pass down money
I
forever
love that
and ever.
word. Perpetual dynasty trusts.
Yeah, they're in every state.
Oh, also, our friend who's a lawyer, Justin, was
Yeah.
telling he was telling me that there's so many stipulations to trusts. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm your mother, I can create a trust in which you can only get my wealth if you do like
If I kill you.
if you
sounds
go
offensive.
to grad school, or if you you can't get the money until you're 30,
Oh,
or
like
there's all
conditions,
kinds of
yeah.
conditions.
It's like Brewster's Millions or something. One of
Yeah.
those like movies where you have to jump through hoops.
yeah, it's fascinating to me. Like, to me, this specifies like, I'm going to give you the money, but only if you do this.
Yeah.
And I don't really trust you to do that.
Yeah.
And that's the carrot. So like, it's interesting. There's a lot of distrust in trust funds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They're kind of like ghosts too.
Yeah.
Like they're still pulling puppet strings after they're dead.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe ghosts
oh
aren't.
my
yeah.
God, that's how you can control people after you're dead.
Yeah,
Leave
you
a
need
trust
lawyer.
fund.
A lawyer will help you be a ghost.
Yeah.
Something.
It's like, leave money. Okay, leave after you die. Leave a trust fund to all the homeless people in New
Oh,
York City.
yeah, okay.
But make a stipulation.
Stipulation. Give them stimulate them. They need stimulation.
Give them a stipulation that they have to stimulate the economy somehow.
Oh, wow,
Or
yeah, that's tough.
they all have to like participate in bum fights. You know.
to generate some revenue.
Yeah, revenue, baby.
Nice.
But yeah, back to so interesting. Brittney Griner, Russia just released her.
Yeah.
Did you hear about who they traded? The prisoner.
Victor, yeah, the arms dealer. Yeah.
So the U.S. released an arms dealer, a Russian, serious fucking arms dealer. This guy's nickname in Russia is the Merchant of Death.
Yeah. Yep.
This was not an even trade for Brittney Griner. Not at all. Brittney Griner brings joy to...
Cashed in Victor Booth.
Yeah. We released essentially a war criminal back to Russia. He's just going to collect like all kinds of serious weaponry and then use it against us.
We'll see, yeah.
And who did we trade for? A basketball player who brings joy to tens of thousands of people.
Yeah.
You know?
Basically everybody. I don't even know what channel you watch for the WNBA. The games have to be televised, right?
It's on the It's after the channel that has
They
all the
better
fuzz.
televise the games
Yeah.
now. If they're worth like an arms deal,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
traded this player
Yeah,
for an
yeah.
arms deal, like we better televise the games. Come on.
So here's an interesting nugget of gossip, though, that I heard.
About Brittney?
About Brittney.
All right.
I cannot believe it. It kind of sours the whole, like, triumph. So she was in this Russian jail for 9 months.
Yeah.
But she's just been released. Oh, she's a hero.
Yeah.
She's in 2 different
hero. I don't know.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
people calling her a hero?
Yeah, she didn't really do anything, but she
endured, I guess.
persevered.
Yeah, she
Huh?
persevered. She
But
endured.
apparently, she got suspended for 7 games a few years ago because she beats her wife.
What?
She hit her wife, and in a domestic...
Heroes are complicated.
Heroes are complicated. But, like, what a... She I hate to say it, but, like, that's very masculine behavior. Like, she's kind of a baller.
Yeah, what was that Andrew Schultz joke that you were talking about earlier? You sent the clip around.
Yeah, something
All
about,
these
like...
women were acting like they're
the men...
worst version of...
The women just wanted to become like the men that they've hated for so long. And I think, yeah,
It's too bad, yeah.
it is too bad. But yeah, Brittney accomplished a lot.
She...
And then I asked my friend, I was like, wait, did she?
Wait, first of all, does Victor Boot hit his wife?
Oh, the arms dealer? That's fucking funny. The arms dealer, the Victor, the merchant of death, does not hit his wife.
Because we know Stalin was a tender guy.
Yeah.
Like with the kids.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
He was Grandpa Stalin, they used to call him. Grandpa Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe.
And yeah, but the Russian arms dealer, reportedly, very good husband. Even better of a husband than Brittney Griner.
I must get back. I have to cook for my
yeah,
wife.
yeah. He might deal all kinds of violent arms and weapons.
I will take this human flesh back to cook for my...
He sells and deals RPGs, traffics dead human corpses, but he's a very good husband.
Yeah.
Much better than Brittney Griner, who beats her wife.
This is a culture war podcast. You're looking to get canceled, right?
Ooh, culture war podcast.
The culture war podcast.
What a good title.
I don't know.
I'm thinking about changing it from cancel Joe Nami to something because I want to have like a few big guests on, and I'm like, are they going to want to do a podcast that's called Cancel?
Comment with the title idea, right?
Huh?
Engagement with the fans.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, let me know in the comments what you think. If we should keep calling this Cancel Joe Nami or some kind of culture.
I mean, if you made it this far in the podcast and you do leave a comment, I mean,
yeah, if you leave a comment, by all means, we will be taking you seriously.
yeah.
What else? Oh, the next topic that I wanted to hit, that this is actually fucking hilarious. R. Kelly.
Uh-huh.
Back in the news, baby.
Really?
R. Kelly, I swear to God.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
He is recording an album from prison.
Jesus.
And he's got people that are helping to produce and release it. Someone fucking smuggled it out.
This motherfucker recruits enablers like nothing. He's got charisma. I tell you what.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And wait till you hear the title of the album. The album reportedly is called R. Kelly, I Admit It.
Wow.
Which is like, it's kind of humbling.
Did he plead guilty though? Because I feel like
I don't think so.
Yeah. So I mean, like the whole thing is kind of moot.
The only thing he admits to is being a player.
Yeah. You caught me.
Yeah.
You know, considering how Jeffrey Epstein was treated compared to how R. Kelly was treated.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, Epstein didn't contribute back to society.
Oh, man.
Ignition remix? Come on. How can you hate on that?
R. Kelly wasn't providing information for the CIA. So I guess he didn't get to fake his own death to escape to a different island.
Yeah. I mean, the CIA doesn't need him dead because R. Kelly wasn't helping Bill Clinton.
That's got to be, that's a tough, it's like, if you're R. Kelly, do you want the Jeffrey Epstein out, or are you happy with what you're doing? It sounds like he's happy with what he's doing. He's got a community. Mm-hmm. He's got, everybody believes in him. Mm-hmm. He probably gets the best seat at lunch. People ask him if he wants seconds.
Oh, yeah.
All the people serving lunch, I imagine it's prisoners.
They're like, R. Kelly, come on. Sing something for us.
I imagine even the delivery people and the guards are like, yeah, I'm a guard for R. Kelly.
He's
I
probably.
don't want to make a big deal out of it, but I guard R. Kelly. Shut him in his cell.
You know what I actually heard recently? One of the guards asked R. Kelly, "Hey, can you sing Happy Birthday for my daughter?" And R. Kelly did it.
Oh my god.
That's clout in prison.
That's fucked up.
He's getting an extra pack of cigarettes
Wow, yeah.
in prison.
Damn, he's getting his album smuggled out. Probably the same guard. Be like, dude, I'll fucking smuggle your album. I'll suck your dick. I mean, I'll smuggle your album.
Because some of the guards, I was watching a documentary recently. A lot of the guards will have sex with the prisoners.
With the men?
Female guards.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then there's like favors. If you've got a power, like you can sing, you're famous, like you get you get treated like royalty. I mean,
so he's got like the best man butt. He's got the best petite butt. But I guess also the female guards are probably. He's
got
his choice.
R. Kelly's getting his dick sucked.
You got Grace. You got Donna.
Yeah.
You got Evelina. All the lady prison guards names.
In fact, I was watching
Georgina.
That's the best way to escape is if you get in tight with
prison guard
with a female prison guard. You get in tight with them, and then
smuggle
all of a
you
sudden
out
they
in
start getting you favors.
in her womb.
These two guys escaped from prison. They said it made Shawshank look like a fucking kiddie play.
Oh yeah,
and this
with the shit tunnel and everything.
Female guard, they created a tunnel. The female guards smuggled in little hacksaw razors about this long inside of frozen meat. But these guys, so they get jobs in prison. You can work in the machine shop. You can work in the barber shop. You can work in, like, there's all kinds of jobs in prison.
Earn 30 cents an hour all over the prison.
Yeah.
There's Angola in Louisiana. It used to be a fucking plantation, and now it's the size of, like, a town. It's an entire town. It's like a large...
Oh, my God. Yeah, there's, like, 4... In fact,
they put a golf course in the prison.
Yeah, most of the prisons are, unfortunately, for-profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means that they're
there's like
businesses.
Geo prison, LaSalle prison. Yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of.
But so the point is,
and that is evil.
It is evil unless you're making a sweet profit. The point is, though, is that if
the thing that makes it not evil, you got to sell them cigarettes. All right, then it's like two wrongs make a right or something.
Cigarettes are a form of currency in prison.
In prison,
yes,
exactly. Oh God, it gets so complex. Yeah. All right.
Oh, this is kind of funny. So Nate used to work at the same warehouse that I work at, and I realized I was in the break room and they have coffee. They provide coffee, and it's Cafe Bustelo.
Yeah, the yellow
And
can.
I was watching a documentary. That's the same brand of coffee that they serve in prison.
Nice.
And I was like, wow, this is such a metaphor for this job.
Oh, yeah, because you're in prison at that job.
I'm in prison at the job.
In your little cubicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My little cubicle.
You can leave physically, but not emotionally.
No.
You're tied there.
Yeah. What else did I want to say? But yeah, in prison you can get a job, and depending on what kind of job you have, and if you're on good behavior, you can get into the honor block.
Oh, hot.
Which is like if you haven't had a fight in a while, or you haven't stabbed anyone in a while, you can get a good prison cell. You can get a good job. And some of these jobs, if you're working in the prison barbershop, you're using 2 blades all day, scissors. You're using razors.
You be trusted.
Yeah, man. So you could use those seemingly to escape from prison. If you can cut through. I mean, entropy is the law of the universe. A lot of these...
That's disintegration, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of these prisons, like these federal prisons, were built in the 1880s.
Oh,
And so even though it's like 3 or 4 feet thick of cement walls,
Romanesque revival architecture.
Yeah, man, they're decomposing. They're breaking down.
Yeah,
you can break out of prison, man.
Yeah, you can do it, fellas.
It's gonna, it'll
and
take.
Ladies.
I mean, it took them 72 weeks to file through the walls, but so a little bit about a
Week
year and
71
a half.
and 72 must have been like, yeah, I'm so close.
Yeah. In fact, one of the guys, there was 2 guys that smuggled out of prison, and one of the guys was like, man, I don't know how you cut through this pipe. I would have given up. And So you got to admire their willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New York's boldest. The
Yeah.
boldest.
Yeah.
Only the boldest go to prison.
Aren't they shutting down Rikers Island?
Allegedly. That's been a rumor for centuries. It's like shutting down Guantanamo. It ain't going to happen. New York's Guantanamo. I think like 12 people died there like this month.
In Rikers or Guantanamo?
I think all of 2022, maybe 20 people died there. And it's jail. It's not prison. These are people that are awaiting trial.
Yeah.
And it's just, And we just kind of looked the other way. We're like, well, terrible things happen in Iran. It's like while we're running, torture.
What happens in Guantanamo now? Because
Stays in Guantanamo. I don't know what happens.
Because do they really still need to torture them?
I don't think they torture them. Unless you count just being there with no prospect of leaving torture without
tough.
totally being charged. But I think they're just aging. They're just getting old.
Damn, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
They should be getting the perks of federal prison.
They should do a reverse. It's like if you want to get back on the plane, maybe go to another country.
Yeah.
You could just, take the easy way out. Kill yourself, but make it productive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, this is interesting. If you go on a hunger strike in prison, nowadays what they can do is they'll just force feed you through a tube.
Fuck yeah.
They'll sedate you
and
then force feed you through a tube. So the hunger strike's not really working anymore.
I think one of the rappers did that. One of the rappers, I think Mos Def might have done that. Somebody either got waterboarded or they got a feeding tube put in just to know how it felt.
Is there really a difference?
Yeah, I think so, technically. Yeah.
unless they waterboard you with like the soup or whatever.
Oh, yeah, because then you could swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be fine swallowing. Yeah, why can't you swallow the water? I guess it's a lot of water, and eventually you want to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with
waterboarding, they put something over your head like a towel or a rag, and then they pour water.
That makes it worse.
But supposedly it doesn't actually kill you. It just gives you the sensation that you're drowning.
Right.
If you've watched Zero Dark 30.
Maybe we can waterboard each other later.
Yeah.
How did that never become a thing in like middle school? And when I was in middle school, people used to put each other up against the walls like recreationally and choke out.
Nice.
Just to pass out.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people did in my town for fun. So kids aren't waterboarding each other? Like somebody must have tried like at a party or something.
I don't know, man.
You're from the Middle East.
Would I know about the Middle East? I haven't seen Middle Eastern people don't waterboard each other.
You guys don't like intuitively know about
No,
it?
they do what's called beheading, which is where they just will get rid of your head. Yeah, it's like waterboarding because afterwards they'll throw your
Does anybody
your
survive or?
For a few seconds, you retain consciousness and you can see your body as your head falls.
Whoa.
But yeah,
That's
I've always
gotta be a trip.
wondered about that.
Yeah.
Like how long after they decapitate you.
You're part of a rare club in that situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're like an enemy of the state in an ancient way.
Yeah.
You're like me and everybody else that is opposed,
Oh, you know what this makes me think of? If you want to be cryogenically frozen,
They got to chop, right?
they chop your head, your body gone.
Yeah.
They preserve your head. And then in the future, the idea is that they'll attach your head to some kind of AI body or something.
Here, this is the new book I got. It's Survival of the Richest.
All right.
It's about all these billionaires that want to live forever.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so the guy wrote it. He wrote an article that kind of went viral where he...
A 1-minute warning.
Oh, he got invited. This is Survival of the Richest, Douglas Rushkoff. He got invited to consult with 5 like hedge fund guys and billionaires about how they were going to survive the event. And they were like, should we use shock collars? And he's like, how about you just be nice to them? Maybe your guards won't kill you. That's basically the gist, but I just wanted to tell that real quick. Because it's all these billionaires, they're getting their heads chopped off and they want to...
I love it. I heard Walt Disney. That's a rumor, but I would...
Waltsicle was my first AOL screen name.
Walt Sickle?
Yeah, like Icicle, but Walt Disney.
Oh, that's funny. That's fun.
Not really.
All right. Walt Disney's Frozen from the head up. I feel like that's a good place to wrap this up.
All right.
Nate, do you have anything you want to plug?
Nate Borgman, NateBorgman. Twitter.
Nice.
Twitter's the
He's
best.
on Twitter. Guy tweets easily throwing up 1 or 2 home runs a day. All right. And as always, I am Joe Nami. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this podcast.
The Two Dry Guys podcast. That's my podcast.
Oh, yeah. I was on an episode, which I got to get that footage.
Oh yeah, two dry guys. Yeah, you're
two
right.
dry guys.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much. Take care.
Cancel Joe Nami.